Kyrie Irving is with the Boston Celtics and all it cost them was an all-star, third-team All-NBA franchise point guard and emotional leader, a versatile two-way role player forward and the most valuable remaining draft pick in their stocked cupboard. But whatever the cost, the moves have been made and the Celtics are going to be entirely different. This team is Kyrie Irving's now, and it is not at all the team that reached the Eastern Conference Finals last season. So of course, here's the question, are they better now than they were last season? Boston Celtics off-season player movement: Tootin Brooklyn Nets 2017 number 1 pick, Markelle Fultz Jason Tatum, number 3 pick in draft Isaiah Thomas Lakers 2018 first-round pick, if 2-5 only Jay Crowder Kyrie Irving Nets 2018 first-round pick, unprotected Gordon Hayward Avery Bradley Marcus Morris Amir Johnson Aaron Baines Jones Jerebko Gershon Yabusele Kelly Olynyk Semi Ojo. That is a lot of talent out, a lot of talent in. The Celtics return just 4 players from last season's Eastern Conference finalists, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, Terry Rozier, and Al Horford. It's an incredible amount of turnover for a team with such success. Let's break this down into components. Point guard Thomas, with his hip injury that could keep him out for some unknown amount of time, is obviously not as valuable as Irving. Fully healthy, it's a wash in the moment. Long term, Irving is much more valuable. That's part of what's fascinating about this deal. You can spin this deal as being future-focused, but the Celtics also surrendered the Nets pick. You can spin it as being about the immediate future, but they're not ready to contend for a title yet. Irving's fit with Boston is suspect relative to Thomas, but the big ethos behind the trade-off is about potential ceilings. The idea is that maximized with Brad Stevens, Irving could lift the Celtics to a higher level than Thomas could, over a longer period of time given Thomas' age. The best of Kyrie Irving is yet to come, the thinking goes, and that will be better than anything Thomas or the Nets pick could provide. That's a gamble, on a lot of levels. All of this is a gamble for President of Basketball Operations Danny Ainge. If Irving doesn't fit in, if things don't go well and Irving leaves in free agency in 2019, if he doesn't adapt and phrase with teammates, or worse, with Stevens, who has yet to have a player he didn't get along with outside of maybe Rajon Rondo, there's a whole array of ways this goes sideways, just from the prospect of building your team around Irving. And they have built their team around Irving. You don't surrender as much as Boston did in this deal without giving him leverage and influence over the organization. Under Stevens, everything has been collective, a true team effort. The Celtics' whole was stronger than the sum of their parts. Now, they've built their team around Irving. He is not the same player he was when LeBron James arrived. He has grown and developed. But it's difficult to escape how troublesome a player Irving was. He was a defensive non-entity, and that hasn't changed. He had just finished his first season with more than 60 games played, and had suffered a regression in shooting efficiency. More than that, though, he had struggled as the franchise icon, blowing off fan appreciation nights and remaining aloof. That's part of this equation, too. Isaiah Thomas was like a band's frontman. He was comfortable, eager even, to be the face of a franchise. Irving is more idiosyncratic, and not just in his views on the shape of the planet. If Thomas was U2's Bono, Irving is Pearl Jam's Eddie Vedder, perhaps a greater talent, but more shy to the spotlight.